You are listening to Reels Movie Podcast. I am your host, Z. And before I get into this review, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, and you'll never miss a future episode. With the massive success of last year's Bohemian Rhapsody, could my next review have that same type of success? In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing Rocketman, musical fantasy about the fantastical human story about Elton John's breakthrough years. Elton John's music has always been legendary for decades, so it's just a matter of time before a movie was made about his life. I wasn't all too familiar with Elton John's life, but after watching Rocketman, it really showed how gifted he was, even at an early age. He was so gifted, he could see lyrics to a song and easily put the music to that, just pretty much at a drop of a hat. And they showed many instances of him doing that here. A producer asked him to play him a song. Elton goes to the piano and starts playing, and we know it's "Candle to the Wind," the music for that, and there's no lyrics. And the producer asks him, "What was that?" And Elton just says, "I just made that up." It shows how big of a musical genius that Elton really was. The movie starts off with Elton go to a counseling session in a rehab, and we get flashbacks of his life while he's telling the group his story, and it flashes back all the way to when he was a kid. He has issues with his parents, but he's still stuck to his love for music. Throughout the flashbacks, we see how Elton met songwriter Bernie Taupin, played by Jamie Bell. The duo instantaneously become friends and they clicked with each of their talents. Taupin helped create songs like Rocket Man, Tiny Dancer, Candle in the Wind, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and many other Elton John classics. We can pretty much say that there'll be no Elton John without Bernie. The chemistry between Taron Egerton and Jamie Bell is as simply perfect as you can get. It's like these two really have been friends for years and it's clicked from the first time they're on scene to the last. I've only seen Taron Egerton in action movies like the Kingsman series and Robin Hood, so seeing him play Elton John was really different. But Egerton really nailed his performance as Elton John and really got his mannerisms down pat. I know Elton John had a major role in production, so he had to have helped Egerton along the way. But it was seriously like looking into a mirror with Egerton and Elton John. This could honestly be a breakout performance for him that could lead to some major things in the future, very similar to how Rami Malek was as Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. So I expect big things from Egerton after this. The one acting performance I do have to knock is from Bryce Dallas Howard. She does have good moments as Elton's mom, but in some instances, she just gives off a very horrible British accent in many of her scenes, and it was just very annoying. And I didn't like her performance as the mom because we see that the mom loved Elton, but she kind of had other things in her mind, like obviously the divorce of her husband and all that stuff. It's like Elton was second nature to her. One of the major things I found very interesting was with the transitions between scenes. One that I absolutely loved was Elton was being rushed to the hospital after almost drowning. Drowning, trying to commit suicide. One of those two. And from the hospital it transitions to like a music video of him singing, and then it transitions to him playing at Dodger Stadium. I loved how they did the transitions from scenes. It really made it flow very smooth, and it was quickened the pace of the movie, which really didn't need it. The pace was good, but it just rolled the story along. Just the casual singing that Edgerton did throughout as Elton, obviously, that, he's just singing a song and it's kind of like a music video of how he's feeling. I actually loved Edgerton's voice because he was really singing as Elton John. And I think he did a really good job. I'm going to give Rocket Man an A. Thank you for listening to this review of Rocket Man. If you like this review, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, so then you're never going to miss any future episodes. I'll see you later.